What is SMV, sexual market value? And why should you care? So SMV stands for sexual market value. It's your level of attractiveness to the opposite sex. It's your rate of mateability, like how desirable you are. It's not a scientific thing, like, at all. It's just something to talk about. In the real world, nobody talks about how their sexual market value and what level they're at. You know, you live life. Someone's attracted to you, they are. They're attracted to you, they're attracted to you. If they're not, they're not. Pretty simple. But we like to make things complicated. So here we go. So why is there this SMV, sexual market value? Well, there's a sexual market out there, like a stock market. So sex is being traded every day, left and right. People are making gains, people are making losses. So to know where you stand in this marketplace, you shouldn't, man, I should have dressed up for this. Knowing your sexual market value, you know where you place, where you stand in this market. You know your place, who you can date and who you can't. Because if your value is low, you shouldn't talk to people who are higher than you. Know your place, ladies and gentlemen. Know your place. Okay. It should be objective, right? Women's sexual market value is determined by two things alone, just two. That's it. Your appearance, how pretty you are, and your age. That's it. You have to be young and pretty. You know, the older you get, of course, your value goes down. But if you maintain your appearance, you know, you can maintain your little value a little longer. But you're older now, so So basically, us ladies, we're born with our value. We just come out the womb, poof, and we have value. Because every woman in the world has been called pretty or seen as pretty or attractive or something like that. We just know the deal. It's subjective. You reach your peak of your value about 23 to 25, according to Rollo Tomassi. He has a chart, and it shows that you ladies, we ladies, us ladies, peak about 23 and 25, because that's when we're our most prettiest, I guess, and we're still young and in our childbearing years. We start about 15. According to this graph, that's when our SMV begins. Anyway, so this chart doesn't take into account short-term versus long-term. A man looking for a woman who is in it for the long-term, in the real world, will look for other qualities. A man who's looking for a partner who they can have children with, makes sense, because women have a time frame in which we can have children. So if you're a man looking to start a family and have children, it's because you want a woman who's in her prime and can have children for you. But if your only objective is to smash, whatever. Okay. Long-term men have a little more expectations because nobody wants an idiot raising their kids. If a man is smart, you're not going to have kids with a pretty idiot. But maybe you do. And I won't judge. I will judge, but I won't. I'll pretend not to judge. Okay. The men, their sexual market value, because they have one as well, is not determined by their age or even their appearance. A man's sexual market value is determined by their finances, status, and social skills. Where women are born with their status, my status based on, what's his name, Tomassi, is predetermined, and it's just what I'm born with. Men, however, have to create themselves. Men are made. They're not born. Once I reached 23 or 25, when I did, that was my peak. Every woman will reach a peak of 10 in their sexual market value. All of us. But men, unfortunately, will not always reach their peak. Their value is not determined by what our value is determined by. They have to work at it to get that peak. Not saying it's right, not saying it's fair, not even saying it's real. I'm just saying what this graph is saying. That look like boobies. I don't think that's a mistake. Looks like breasts. Women peak at 25 to 35. No, sorry. 23 to 25. Men peak about 36 to 40. That's if, and that's if, not by reaching that age, if they are financially secure, status-wise, social-wise. They have something about them. They've built themselves to be a man. I'm a woman because I have a vagina. A man cannot be a man just because he has a penis. He has to be something about himself. Not saying it's right, not saying it's fair. This is what the red pills say. This is not what I say, so don't get mad at me. All right? All right. Carry on. But again, this graph does not take into short-term or long-term requirements. So it's kind of like incomplete. There's people who don't want to have children. So if there's a man who's a certain age and he doesn't want to have kids, but there's a woman who's older, who's taking care of herself, who's attractive, who's beautiful, oh wait, she's older, but she's not interested in kids either. So why wouldn't they get together? It would make more sense than having someone who's younger than you, who you can't even, like, you're not compatible with, you have no similar interests, you're not in the same generation. And this is just real life. But people don't like talking about real life. You know, we like to put things in a box because some of us cannot think outside of a box. So boxes make us happy. Okay. So guys, if you only rely on your looks, you'll probably reach about a 5 according to the scale, because you look good, but you're not working on your finances, your status, your social skills, nothing. So then you're going to decline, and then you're going to be mad at the world because, oh, I peaked at 20 and nothing else is going for me, and now women don't like me. You know, just because you hit 40 doesn't mean you're at your peak. It doesn't, if you don't have finances and social skills. Now, this is not what I said. This is what Tomassi said. Don't be mad at me. So when it comes to long-term, men act more like, if you're looking long-term, because if you're a short-term guy, you're only going to look for beauty and age. So because long-term men know we all age. Short-termers only want satisfaction in the moment. They care about a woman's beauty and her appearance and her age. And when she passes a certain age, he needs to upgrade. So he's not a long-term person. So ladies, careful of guys who are short-termers, because they like to pump and dump. They want to be with someone who's young and attractive. They don't care if she's an idiot. They don't care if she's smart. They don't give a damn about her. They just want to have sex with her because it's a status thing and she's young and her SMV is high. But those guys tend to be not good partners, so be wary. Be wary. Now, when women are looking for short-term relationships, they act more like men. They only care about your appearance and you guys. So if women is just into you because you look good and you're young, yeah, she probably doesn't see you as somebody who's potentially going to be around for a long time. You know, it's just for fun. And like the study says, I think I'm going to put certain things in the description, hopefully, you know. You're just good for fun, not for long-term investment. So all you little short-termer people, men and women, y'all need to strap up some condoms, okay? Having babies with your little short-term expectations. If you want a short-term, wear a fucking condom. Wear a fucking condom. Women also tend to be more attracted to older men for the long term because we assume older men have their stuff together. So an unsuccessful older man does not have a high sexual market value. It's low. Why? That's just like saying, you know, an unattractive older woman. Ooh, why? You know, you're on the same level. You know what I'm saying? So, women are seen as sex objects based on this whole thing, and men are seen as success objects. This is a quote from Bulldog Mindset. Shout out. So when it comes to sexual market value, generally most people date within their same level. So like me, I'm 40-ish. You know, my level will be about maybe a 4 or so. So I would have to look for a guy who's a 4. So basically, an unsuccessful 20-year-olds? You're the fucking right. But whatever. I'm really just trying to give you information, but yeah, some of this stuff is hilarious. Like if I understand this is serious for people who don't have sex and don't like interact outside of social media, and this helps them to determine who they should be with. But yeah, this is interesting. This is some funny shit. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna be serious. All right. Most people date within their same level of sexual market value. Increase your, or at least maintain it for a longer period of time if you take care of your body and your appearance. You know, no drinking, no excessive eating. Maintain your appearance, your weight. Everybody can help, you know, maintain your finances. For men in particular. For women, apparently it doesn't care. It doesn't matter if we maintain, we're able to take care of ourselves or something like that. Men claim to not care until it's time to pay them bills. Then they care. But before that, they don't care. So, ladies, just try to look pretty. We just got to maintain some kind of attractiveness to somebody. Men, you got to maintain your finance. It's a lot of work to be a man, according to certain spaces. So basically, we have to all pretend we all like the exact same things. And when you're an outlier, you're not the norm, and you're supposed to like what these creators and these authors tell you to like about women, and that's all you should like. If you like anything else, you're a simp, or you're not a man or something. Like, this is all you're supposed to like. Good luck with that. We all want someone with SMV that is higher than us. Like, you know, men who have no resources want the prettiest girl. Women who aren't young want men with high finances. It's a natural thing. We always want the best, right? It's just a natural thing. Doesn't mean we're going to get it, but hey, we're going to try. Why wouldn't you try? Because you never know. Because not in the real world, everyone has preferences, and someone you think might not like you might actually like you. So it's okay to give it a try. What's the worst it can say? No? Oh my gosh, he said no. He said no. I can't live. I can't go on. Relax. Relax. And who likes what they see, likes what they see. That's, I don't know. I'm not worried about SMVs, and like, I'm at an age where I'm not interested in 20-year-olds who just want to smash and all that shit. I'm not interested in it. So like, I don't know why 20-year-olds feel like I care about what they think. You're not even on my radar. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm not attracted to you. Good. I don't like you either. Now, if there's a man who's my age and he wants a 20-year-old, good for him. We're not compatible. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But there is a man who's my age and we're on the same page. You know what I mean? We like each other. We're going to like each other, and we're going to date, and we're going to fuck, and we're going to do what we got to do. That's real life. I'm not worried about his SMV. He's like, and all that. What? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, there are tests that show you what your actual SMV is. I'll put it in the description. There's one for women and one for men. The one for women is so freaking, I think I'm like negative 526. Like, but the man one is so easy. There's like 5 questions. Like, that's it. Like, I wish they had a similar one to women, but like, it's so freaking extensive. Do you have a flat stomach? Do you have both eyes? do you have nostrils? Like, it's so freaking, it's like, but yeah, it's a bit in the description if you're interested in your SMV score. Like a 20-year-old who has no finances or money or anything like that, should he not be pursuing a female who's 23 at her peak and very beautiful, young? Like, should he not approach her because he has no finances? Men and women peak, they're at the same level about 30. So according to this graph, men and women at 30-year-old are about at the same level. So that's a good opportunity to get together if you're actually looking for maybe a long-term relationship. Not just smashing. Because I swear, like, if you're going to just smash, you can smash any age. It doesn't matter. If the person looks good to you and you're doing for short-term crap, who gives a fuck? Who cares? We're just doing this for short-term. You know what I mean? Like, probably not going to see you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But for long-term, I think things makes more sense. And I think, like, according to graph, 30 years old, at 30, you're about the same level. So if you want actually to have a family, to get married, I don't know who wants to get married nowadays. If you do, or if you want to start a family, 30 for the man and woman, they're actually, according to the graph, they're actually at the same kind of level. And might be the opportune time to get together. Trophy wife is a thing. Older men who have resources and social skills and finances will date a woman in her prime who is beautiful and young just to up his status. He's at old age. Is he really looking to have children with this young woman? He probably has kids already. He just wants a pretty thing on his arm and to smash. Again, he's older. Is this a long-term thing? Nah, it might be just short-term because she's going to get older eventually. And when she gets older, he's going to replace her with somebody else. An older guy with a young woman, you know, she's hoping you're going to die someday. So she can get that money, dude. And if you're okay with that, hey, whatever. Hey, guys, let me know how you use your sexual market value and what it was when you took the test, and if it's something you actually use in your everyday life, and how you use it, and why is it important to you, and how you navigate through life. I'd be curious to hear how that is. I'm from an older generation, so that shit doesn't matter to me. But I understand it matters to a lot of young people. It matters to a lot of very young people and very old people. Us middle ground people, we're like, what? Whatever. Well, guys, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.